Okay, I'm back, and please excuse my bumminess because I've had a long day of music production. I worked on a song for a potential collab with an artist. I made a first beat pack, or sample pack technically, and I've been doing a lot of back-end music stuff. So hopefully I can keep this short. I have another lesson to share in my 10 plus years of music, and it's simply just using a split sheet. So when I first started making music, I didn't even know really what a split sheet was, but obviously it kind of tells you in a sense what it is. It's a document stating what percentages of the underlying composition people own that work on a song. And when I was coming up, nobody did split sheets that I worked with. I think I've only heard of it and then kind of heard of like disputes and stuff like that, but never really documented these things. And now that I'm here in this time and place and that I've learned so much, I'm understanding the importance of it, because I've had a few issues in the past with some collaborators trying to say that they contributed this amount of the song and they own this part of the song, or they own the complete song, or it was their whole idea and this and that and da da da. So now that I'm like getting more into the weeds, I'm like trying to make sure that everything that I have as far as moving forward with collaborators, I'm trying to just have a simple split sheet. And really the split sheet doesn't really cover the ownership of the actual master track, the finished song. It's more of a document that tells you who did what on the song. So if you have a piano player, if you have a guitarist, if you have someone who just adds an ad-lib or a vocal, everyone who contributed to making that song, their name should be on that split sheet. And then obviously the percentages of 100% is like split between those collaborators. But majority of the time, a lot of people just like to split it evenly unless otherwise like negotiated and whatnot. So split sheets are important to have and to practice using, honestly, if you really want to take your music seriously. For me, that's kind of been something. But here's the interesting part so far that I've learned in implementing split sheets into my workflow is that I've noticed a lot of artists want to be famous. They want to be operating under a label, you know, like a lot of artists are wanting to be in a professional realm, but then at the same time, when a split sheet is served to them, for whatever reason, they get turned off by it, or they get scared of it or something like that. And the funny part is a split sheet is different from an agreement or a master ownership agreement. So it's just kind of interesting. Like, you kind of can tell, at least I can kind of tell from my experience, of like who is actually aware of just simple things like this. And it's kind of funny too, like some people have gotten offended by me sending a split sheet, and it's just kind of weird because most of the time, if it's 50-50, I'm not really sure why someone would get offended. But when you have cases where artists are just not aware of just a simple document of saying who does what, and you know, it's just kind of interesting. So aside from that rant, implementing split sheets into your collaboration and your workflow is probably a best practice, and I recommend it. A lot of other people recommend it. If you ever work with a music attorney and you have music royalties and sync royalties and all these different things, it's nice to have just that simple first document of a split sheet. That's usually how a collaboration goes, is you kind of settle that either before you work on the song or after the song is almost done, and then other documents go into play of like agreements and stuff like that. But that could be a whole nother video. So with that, I just wanted to share that. If you like this video, please like it. Leave a comment below if you've ever had an issue serving someone a split sheet or even just making a split sheet. Just curious. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I appreciate you guys checking these videos out. Please share, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. It's 1 a.m.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Hey, I forgot to mention, I'm going to be linking a template of a split sheet in the description. So go click the link, download it for free, and adjust it and change it however you need. But this is just to provide you with a resource. So go ahead and download it if you don't have one, or if you want to kind of just see what a split sheet looks like. It's there for you. All right, I'm out. Peace.